Thank you. You may be seated. Welcome to the Watson High School Class of 2020 graduation. We are so glad we are here to celebrate, that you are here to celebrate with us. I am Mrs. Stitt, the proud principal of Watson High School. I would ask at this time that everyone silence your cell phones and remember that this is a formal ceremony. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of these amazing people. I would like to take the opportunity to introduce our Eagle Mountain Saginaw ISD School Board and Administration. Next, I'd like to recognize the Watson High School staff. If you guys could please stand up and be recognized. Without these amazing educators, it wouldn't be possible for some of our students to be here today to celebrate. Their hard work, especially through learning, is. I would like to recognize our current, any emergency responders, and any medical for their service and dedication to our community and. At this time, if everyone for the pledges and stay standing, national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I thank Ms. Josie Whelan for leading us in our pledges. And then at this time, Rachel Humphreys will give our student address.
Hello, students, staff, board members, and administration. In not only one of the most unusual times, but also historic times due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Never before has school been in session without actually attending the classes. It's definitely a time we will never forget. Thank you all for coming out today. I think I can speak for the entire student body. We really appreciate your support, encouragement, and patience, especially with everything going on in this crazy time. I am personally thankful for this opportunity to come together one last time. We are all here today celebrating the same accomplishment, but that does not mean that we all share the same story. Each and every one of us have made sacrifices in our lives that has led us to achieving the goal of completing high school. I believe this is what makes Watson unique. Many of us here had to change our way of life to finish this chapter, and Watson was able to adapt to each of our individual goals. Even though we all came from different paths, we all came together as part of the Watson family. For those of you that don't know me, which would probably be most of y'all, I am Rachel Humphreys. I finished my senior year in 34 days, having only to take English, government, and economics. I would not change my senior year for the world. I felt so at home and welcomed at Watson. I fit in perfectly, which is something I've never really felt at any other school. We all had the same objective, and there were no cliques to separate us as a whole. I started Watson with 24 credits and ready to be done with school. But once I got there, it was like a whole new world to me, and I felt so comfortable. It was difficult to learn a lot at other schools when the classes are so large, but at Watson, I felt important because all the teachers genuinely cared about my success. I got to spend lots of one-on-one time with because of those small classes. It was the first friendly face I saw and the most welcoming. Mrs. Ramirez, the holder of all our credits and the one to track our success. Mrs. Mobley, with the sweetest personality, everything in order while keeping everyone in check. Mrs. Foley always gave the best advice and helped everyone she could. Mrs. Kiefer always lent a helping hand to all of us. Mr. Shalander, always nice, funny, and never at a loss to answer any student's questions. Mrs. Durer was so helpful and always pushed us to do our best and made sure everyone was getting the help they needed. Miss Vitella had a way of teaching math that was easy to understand. Mr. Shaw had a willingness to help, and his knowledge of Spanish made the class enjoyable. Mrs. Lumsden always had a sweet smile and an understanding nature. Mrs. Shipp had compassion and respect for each of us, which made us all feel valued. Mrs. Farrell's easygoing personality environment, which made learning easy. Last, but certainly not least, Mrs. Shalander. Mrs. Shalander and I did not quite get off on the right foot. However, by the time I left, we were sitting in the hallway crying together, because I finally succeeded at finishing high school early, and now it was time for me to go into the real world. She always pushed me to be the best I could be and helped me with everything. Even after I finished high school, she spent her time helping me succeed in college. Watson class of 2020 is going to be one to remember. In the short period of time I was at this unique school, it has made a tremendous impact on my life. Watson has some of the most amazing teachers and will always be held close to my heart. We will all go on to accomplish great things in our lifetimes because we all beat the odds of graduating. Now let's keep going. From the bottom of my heart, I wish each and every single one of y'all the absolute best. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Rachel. As I reflect on the 2019-2020 school year and remember all the faces that walked through our door, I smile and beam with pride. In fact, I even got misty just walking in today, because it's been such a long time since I've gotten to see your faces. None of us could have imagined that we would not be able to return to the building after spring break. Some of you finished before distance learning, while others of you navigated your way through online virtually. Some of our students were only in the building for their 30-minute interview and never got the pleasure of seeing or meeting their teachers face to face. With the help and support, and for some of you, constant nagging from your teachers and from me, all hours of the day and night, you were able to reach this wonderful milestone. This year I am most proud because of this hard work, because of your hard work, and the teachers, we have had the most graduates ever. With 148 students completing their credits, that speaks volumes to our graduates' work ethic, determination, and warrior spirit. For some of you, coming to Watson was a breath of fresh air, and for some of you, it took some time to get used to. But once you figured it out and made up your mind to stay the course, you were able to get here today. We do this job because we care, and my hope that each of you that leave us will leave us a little bit better. I know you have made an impact on my life, and Mama Stitt is so proud of you. I cannot wait to hear what the future holds for each of you, and I truly wish you the best and hope that all your dreams come true. As the students cross the stage, some of them will be receiving special recognition. Each department selected their top students, so they will be acknowledged for their excellence in that area. Additionally, we have special campus awards. The Watson Warrior Award goes to students who may have had a rocky start when they started Watson, however, turned it around to be able to walk across the stage. Lastly, the highest award that will be given is the Elmer C. Watson Award. Mr. Watson is our school's namesake and was a pillar in our community. He was known for his work ethic, positive personality, and determination. The student that receives this award exemplifies all of these characteristics. We will also recognize our Eagle Mountain Education Foundation Scholarship recipient. At this time, I would like the students to please, with the rows, please go to the side of the stage. Mr. Dix will be announcing, he is our assistant principal, he will be announcing our graduates. So first row, please stand.
Hello, my name is Jim Chadwell. I'm the superintendent of Eagle Mountain Saginaw ISD, and my comments today will be very brief because we endeavor to be of how important timing. As our graduates come up, I just have a few comments. I can move forward in certifying these graduates or these seniors as graduates. First of all, on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the district's leadership, each of you for being present today. We recognize that today and great efforts were made by everyone in this stadium to make it possible. I want to thank those individuals who have been involved in making it possible, which is actually hundreds of people working the last several weeks event possible today. And we know only a week ago we had 60% rain chances and there's not a cloud in the sky. What a beautiful day. If we could just for a moment just thank all those individuals that are here today to support these graduates. As I think of Watson High School, I think of one word, and that's resilience. When students are challenges, they've overcome them. That help them to do that. They have school administrators and counselors and support staff that do that. And I think it's really representative to how, rather than at Chisholm Trail High School just down the hill, because when faced with the challenge of a pandemic and the inability to have an indoor graduation, our community said we are going to honor to these young men and women, not with a virtual graduation, but a real in-person graduation. And we need to recognize that we know that some people couldn't be physically with us today, and that many of you have had to do things you've never had to do in terms of assigned seats and social distancing. However, we're doing that for one single reason, and that's for you graduates, or you seniors, soon-to-be graduates. We did this for you because you're important. That's the reason why we serve every day, and we thank you. And we're so proud of each of you and your individual stories and all the things that you've done. So for just a moment, I know we have some seniors that are standing, the seniors in their seats. If you could please stand and prepare to be named as the class of 2020 for Watson High School. Are you ready? Okay, you've been waiting a while for this. I, Dr. Jim Chadwell, by the authority vested to me by the state of Texas and the Eagle Mountain Saginaw Independent School District, hereby certify that each of these students has met all of the graduation requirements of the state of Texas and the school district. You are now ready to receive all awards and distinctions that accompany this honor. I now present the Watson High School class of 2020.
Isaiah Raymond Atkins. Alexis Jasmine Alcala. Anthony Todd Allen. Zachary Lee Anderson. Aya Hisham Al-Harani. Skylar Michelle Apala. Kaylee Renee Armstrong. Denise Nayeli Basuto. Mason Isaiah Berthium. Kaylin Ariana Bausi. Devonte Terrion Boyd. Taylor Abigail Brewer. Ryan Matthias Brunick. Lorraine Lee Cancel Fernandez. Alize Michelle Cardenas. Jasmine Ria Cordona also received our Excellence in Electives Award. Savannah Faye Cardwell. Jordan Michelle Castoreno. Haley Alexia Chapa. Reina Jeanette Chavez. Aiden Allen DeLuce. Alyssa Yvonne Dickerson. Vicente Joaquin Dominguez. Faith Ariana Eby. Andrew Allen Farrell. Brittany Lynn Frakes. Delilah Fuentes. Mark Loy German. Mackenzie Lynn Grinder. Brooklyn Sage Gada. Macy Diane Hicks. John Brent Honeycutt II also received our Excellence Watson Warrior Award. Avery Danielle Holmesley. Rachel Renee Humphreys. Garrett Robert Jackson. Sincere Arlie Johnson. Mariah Renee Jones also received the Watson Warrior Award. Preston Wayne Knight, Excellence in Science Award. Kelsey Catherine Kinney. JC Brianna Landry. Caitlin Eileen Land. Angelina Alice Leon. Jason Alexander Luna. Cassandra Lopez. Daisy Lorelai Lopez. Dwayne Bowen Lopez. Cyrilyn Michelle Lott. Darian Nathaniel Manigo also received the Watson Warrior Award. Reagan May Martinez. Michelle Mendez. Jaden Renee Mobley. Kadaphius Gregory Moore. Gisela Perez Nunez Manriquez. Ethan Chase Ogletree Harsh. Jason Eric Osborne. Diego Pedroza. Micah Blair Poteet. Ashley Michelle Jane Randolph. Aaron Smith. Christine Michelle Smith Rowland. Mackenzie Noel Stevenson. Keaton James Teeler. Robert William Truelove Jr. also received Social Studies Award. Kara Braden Wimberly. Robert Benjamin Wilson. Kirsten Ann Roble. Josie Lynn Wieland. I'm now going to read off the names of the students that unfortunately were not allowed to be here or did not make it today. Mosiah Garner Aguilera, Excellence in Math Award. Diego Giovanni Arcia Reyes, AIT for Airborne Testing for the U.S. Army. Lillian Madison Baylor. Brooklyn Cheyenne Blackman. Devontae Travion Boyd. Hannah K. Brumley. Peyton Marie Bruton. Kevin Mario Cabrera Jr. Billy Don Copeland III. Carter Ernest Cuellar, recipient of the EMS Family Dental Scholarship for $1,000. Brianna Marina Diaz. Michael James Ditton II. Nadia Ahmed Elabawi. Nicholas James Flores, Excellent Fine Arts Award. Reagan Elise Franklin. Dabani Jamilez Gonzalez, Excellent CTE Award and Elmer C. Watson Award. Christopher Charles Hall Jr. Kobe Darrell Horton. Jude Allen Hutton, Watson Warrior Award. Chandler Austin Latson. Joseph Ali Madaloom. Alexandria Morgan Moman. Peyton Sky O'Neill. Oliver Ortega. Juan Mateo. Percival Anik Roberts. Summer Shakoria Savage. Jacob Wolf Selvage. Jack Elijah Masai Steger. Benjamin Shabangu Shitoko. Stratton Aiden. Dakota Wilhelm. Ashton Scott Wiley.
All right, at this time, before we close, I would like to thank you for your patience and cooperation with the social distancing requirements, the health and safety measures today. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in your seats until an usher directs you to exit. Please use the same path and gate to exit the stadium as you used to enter, and proceed directly to your vehicles. Graduates will meet their families at their parked vehicles. Per governor's orders, there will be no loitering of any kind, including photos or videos. Finally, please take a water or any water bottles or trash that may be around you so that we can clean our facilities. At this time, graduates, please move your tassel to the other side, and congratulations, Watson 2020! You can toss your cap, just be sure and find it and do social distancing. All right, as we get ready for our processional, if everyone would please rise and celebrate our graduates as they walk to the gates. Line leaders, take your lead.